powerful prayer for a day of miracles and multiplied blessings. There is an extraordinary power in sincere prayer, capable of transforming ordinary days into journeys filled with miracles and blessings that multiply beyond our comprehension. When we approach the divine with genuine faith and an open heart, we open the doors for the impossible to become possible and for heavenly abundance to flow in our direction. The awakening of faith. Each new day we receive is a precious opportunity to experience the supernatural. Upon waking in the morning, even before placing our feet on the ground, we can establish a deep connection with the sacred through prayer. This initial moment of the day is crucial, as it sets the tone for everything that is to come. When we begin our day acknowledging the divine presence and inviting it into every area of our life, we are planting powerful seeds that will germinate into miracles throughout the following hours. Morning prayer doesn't need to be long or elaborate. What truly matters is the sincerity of the heart and the expectation that something extraordinary is about to happen. It's like opening the windows of the soul to allow heavenly light to flood every dark corner of our existence, bringing clarity, direction, and purpose. The power of gratitude. Before presenting our requests and needs, it is fundamental to cultivate a spirit of gratitude. Being thankful for the blessings we have already received, even if they seem small, activates a powerful spiritual law, the law of multiplication. When we recognize and value what we have, we automatically create space to receive even more. Be grateful for the simple fact of being alive, for having another day of opportunities, for your family, for the roof over your head, for the food on your table. Even amid difficulties, there is always something for which we can be grateful. This attitude of gratitude not only elevates our spirit, but also aligns us with higher frequencies of blessings and divine favor. Gratitude transforms our perspective. What previously seemed insufficient suddenly reveals itself as abundant. Problems that seemed insurmountable begin to diminish before our eyes. And as our heart fills with recognition, heaven responds by pouring out even more reasons to be grateful. Asking with boldness. There is a time for gratitude, and there is a time to ask with boldness. Many people limit their prayers because they believe they are asking for too much, or that their dreams are too big to become reality. However, divine power knows no limitations. What is impossible for humans is perfectly possible for the sacred. When we pray for a day of miracles, we must be specific in our requests. Don't be afraid to detail your needs. Healing for that disease that seems incurable, financial provision for that debt that seems unpayable, restoration of that relationship that seems irreparable, opening of that door that seems permanently closed. Each impossibility in your life is an opportunity for a miracle. Each area of scarcity is a space waiting to be filled with divine abundance. Don't minimize your dreams or reduce your expectations. The universe responds to the measure of our faith and our boldness in asking. The multiplication of blessings. There is a difference between receiving a blessing and experiencing the multiplication of blessings. Multiplication happens when a blessed area of our life begins to overflow and positively affect other areas. It's like throwing a stone into a calm lake and watching the waves expand in increasingly larger circles. When we pray for multiplied blessings, we are asking that divine favor not be limited to a single area of our existence, but that it permeate every aspect: health, family, work, finances, relationships, projects, dreams, and purpose. We are requesting a comprehensive transformation that affects not only ourselves, but also those around us. Multiplication also implies sustainability. We don't seek just a momentary blessing that soon fades away, but rather a continuous source of provision and favor that keeps flowing day after day, week after week, month after month. It's the difference between receiving a fish and learning to fish. Multiplication empowers us to continually generate and receive blessings constantly, removing the obstacles. Sometimes, Blessings are ready to be poured out in our life, but there are obstacles blocking the flow. These obstacles can be internal or external. Unresolved hurts, lack of forgiveness, limiting beliefs, toxic relationships, destructive habits, or simply a closed heart. Part of our prayer for a day of miracles should include the request for these obstacles to be removed. Ask for clarity to identify what is blocking your blessings. Ask for courage to confront and eliminate these impediments. Ask for wisdom to discern between what should remain and what should be left behind. Forgiveness is one of the most powerful unlockers of miracles. When we release those who have hurt us, when we let go of old resentments, when we choose peace instead of revenge, we are literally opening heavenly floodgates. Forgiveness doesn't only benefit those we forgive, but mainly ourselves, freeing us from emotional and spiritual prisons. Active expectation. Praying for miracles doesn't mean sitting and passively waiting for something magical to happen. True faith is accompanied by action. After praying, we must move as if the answer were already on its way, preparing ourselves to receive what we have asked for. If you prayed for a job opportunity, update your resume and start looking for positions. If you prayed for healing, seek appropriate medical treatment and take better care of your body. If you prayed for restoration of relationships, take the initiative to reach out first. If you prayed for financial prosperity, organize your finances and be wise with the resources you already possess. This combination of prayer and action creates a powerful synergy. We demonstrate to the universe that we are serious about our requests and that we are willing to cooperate with the processes that will bring the answers. Active expectation keeps our heart alert and our eyes open to recognize miracles when they begin to manifest. Praying for others. A frequently neglected aspect of powerful prayer is the act of interceding for others. When we take the focus off our own needs and pray for the needs of others, something extraordinary happens. Our own blessings are multiplied. Pray for your family, your friends, your co-workers, even for those you don't know personally but whose stories have touched your heart. Pray for your community, your country, for the world. When we become channels of blessings for others, we ourselves are blessed in surprising ways. This is a universal spiritual law. What you sow, you reap. When you sow prayers of blessings, miracles, and prosperity in the lives of others, you are planting seeds that will return, multiplied to your own life. Spiritual generosity never leaves anyone impoverished. On the contrary, it enriches both the giver and the receiver. Maintaining faith throughout the day. Praying in the morning is fundamental, but the spiritual connection shouldn't end when we close our initial prayer. Throughout the day, keep your faith active through small moments of reconnection. A quick prayer before an important meeting, a thought of gratitude during lunch, a word of thanks when something positive happens. These prayer moments throughout the day function as constant reminders of the divine presence with us. They reinforce our faith and keep our expectations elevated. Each small prayer is like adding wood to a fire, keeping it lit and burning. When you face challenges during the day, and they will certainly come, don't allow them to diminish your faith. Instead, see each obstacle as an opportunity to witness a miracle. Pray again, reaffirm your trust in the divine, and observe how situations begin to resolve in ways you couldn't have orchestrated on your own. Recognizing the miracles. Sometimes we expect miracles to come wrapped in spectacular grand events, and therefore we miss the small miracles that happen around us constantly. A miracle can be that unexpected conversation that brought exactly the guidance you needed. It can be that opportunity that arose out of nowhere at the right moment. It can be a sense of peace in the midst of a chaotic situation. Train your eyes to recognize miracles, both large and small. When you begin to notice and acknowledge them, your faith strengthens, and you attract even more miracles into your life. It's a virtuous cycle of faith, recognition, gratitude, and more divine manifestations. Keep a miracle journal where you record the blessings and supernatural events that happen in your life. On difficult days, when faith is weak, you can revisit these records and remember all the times the divine intervened in your favor. This, practiced tremendously, strengthens faith and the expectation of more miracles. The evening prayer. Just as we begin the day with prayer, we should end it the same way. Before sleeping, take a moment to review your day with gratitude. Be thankful for the miracles that happened, even the small ones you almost didn't notice. Be grateful for the blessings received, the lessons learned, the challenges overcome. This moment of nighttime reflection not only ends the day on a positive note, but also prepares your spirit to receive revelations and guidance during sleep. Often we wake up with solutions to problems that seemed impossible, with creative ideas, or with a renewed sense of purpose. All of this the result of a spiritual connection maintained until the last moment of the day. The continuous transformation. A day of miracles and multiplied blessings is not an isolated event, but the beginning of a continuous transformation. When we experience the power of sincere prayer and witness, divine answers, something permanently changes within us. Our faith deepens, our confidence grows, and our capacity to receive and generate more miracles expands. This practice of powerful prayer, when maintained consistently, transforms not only individual days, but the entire trajectory of our life. We begin to live in a constant flow of blessings, where miracles become our new normal. The impossible becomes possible, the extraordinary becomes every day, and abundance becomes our natural state of being. Always remember, you were created to live an abundant life, full of blessings, purpose, and miracles. Prayer is the key that opens the doors to this reality. Use it with faith, with boldness, with expectation, and with gratitude. And then prepare yourself to witness wonders that exceed everything you could ask for or imagine. Your days of miracles and multiplied blessings begin now, with a simple decision to connect your heart to the heart of the divine through powerful prayer.